Whenever, you was working, like 9 to 5, did you anticipate at some point in time I'm gonna start a company, or did
Yeah, so
that?
during COVID, everyone in the organization got laid off for, Fridays basically. And so I took that opportunity to grow a business. You know, I'm a workaholic. I'm, working 80 some hours a week right now, probably 80, 90 at the min. So I'm working on my companies, and it's just one of those opportunities that I don't know what to do with myself if I'm on a 32-hour work week. I got to do
Yeah,
something, right? So I know a lot of people, my friends, work at Ford, GM, Chrysler, et cetera, that started side companies during that time as well. A lot of people did, around the country. I think during
yep,
2020, the most LLCs were ever filed during that year, right? So
yeah,
people just venturing out, whether they were cooking or doing something else. So that's what I did. Just took advantage of the quote unquote downtime, and that's when I started.
awesome. Yeah, I think taking the leap for just to start a company is it's a pretty big leap, and it could be like very like mentally challenging for some people. Like I think that I legalized the company about like 6 months before I jumped
Yeah,
in. I didn't go 100% full time with it until like January. I think January 30th of 2020 was like
yeah,
the day I went full time with it. I did some back end stuff, building out website
yeah.
and getting email domains and things like that.
Getting it set up and ready. Yeah,
Yeah, getting it set up and ready and legalized and all that good stuff. And so like I knew probably like a good 6 months before. Actually, I knew 2 years before that,
yeah. Well,
and I was like,
and a lot of people do in your situation, right? A lot of people, hey, I'm thinking about this, and they just sit there and think. Then, but finally, it's just, hey, we got to jump the gun and do it.
do it. Yeah,
And that's actually one thing I'll mention is, especially with joiners, since I use a lot of self-employed individuals, I talk to people all the time like, oh, I've thought about going out alone independently, but I just don't know where to find work, or I don't know how to get insurance for the company, or I don't what to do about retirement or benefits and all that stuff. And what we've done, we've actually partnered with a handful of companies to make it easier. So when people do come to us with that, oh, I've thought about doing this the last couple of years, it's like, oh, have you? Well, then here, reach out to some of our partners. They can also help you, so they don't have that you know uh, added stress of trying to find some, oh, who do I go to talk to about accounting, or hey, legal services, who am I supposed to talk to? We reach out to those individuals and companies, and partner with them to say, hey, if you need anything, reach out to this person, right? So there's a phone number to call, there's an email, and I found that that's really, really helpful for people as well. And then
right.
whether they want to use them or not, that's up to them, but at least, hey, we have
Mhm.
those services. And for me as well, that was always the big thing, jumping out on your own, like, okay, well, who do I talk to, what do I do? I mean, it took me, like
Mhm.
I said, almost 6 months to find all these people. So and partners, I'll say. So it is
Yeah,
something that you definitely have to talk and think about
yeah.
when going out on your own.